What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another video, and this video is going to be talking about Halo Infinite. So Halo Infinite has been one of the more controversial titles to release in the past year and a half, 2 years, because everybody was waiting for this game. And when we got the game, we were all excited because we all figured this is the Halo game that we wanted. The movement is slick, the guns are good, everything looks good, except there was one issue with Halo Infinite that made the game borderline unplayable. And for many, they did stop playing it. The player count dropped like a rock, and that one issue was content. Halo Infinite had zero content, and even right now, as I sign in to play Halo Infinite, it still doesn't have a ton of content. It has more content, obviously, than it did day one, but it doesn't have nearly as much content as you would expect from a Halo game, especially if, when you were there for, if any of you were there for the older Halo games, like Halo 2, Halo 3, even Reach, like those games had much more content on day one than Halo Infinite did. And so this is an issue that 343 has been working on. Um, I believe that 343 has really, put themselves in this position themselves, and I think that, overall they have no one to blame but themselves. However, I do believe that this is a fixable issue, and I do believe that Halo Infinite will be fixed in September. Because the biggest news that we have for Halo Infinite right now is that Halo Infinite Forge is going to save this game. So if you don't know, Halo Infinite Forge has been leaked, and you can now go into Halo Infinite Forge and start crafting stuff. I'll try to find some links to other channels that actually show some cool content from Halo Forge, and then link them in the description. But yeah, Halo Infinite Forge has been leaked, and it is amazing. I mean, I have seen Doom Eternal, I've seen Half-Life, and I've seen so many other cool games like Call of Duty Zombies make an appearance in Halo Infinite. And I think the thing that's pretty cool about that is that it means Halo Infinite Forge is limitless. There is nothing the Halo community, which is a very talented community, by the way, cannot do with this new Halo Infinite Forge. And that is going to solve a lot of the content issues for this game, because really what 343 has to do is allow the community to assist them in making content. Once there's a map or two that the community makes that's good enough to be published, then put it in a community file share playlist so that people can sift through and do all these different things. Maybe people want to play Infected, right? And then the Forge playlist has that. Maybe people want to play Hide and Go Seek or Michael Myers. Maybe people want to do a Doom Eternal Halo campaign, or maybe people want to relive a mission from an old Halo campaign. Halo Forge point blank has been flawless so far from what I've seen, and I almost cannot believe 343 is the team that made it. So props to the Forge team at 343. I think they did a really good job with Halo Infinite Forge, and I think that it's going to take some time to get the players back, but I think they'll get the players back. And more importantly, I think they'll retain the players, because now Halo Infinite will have a flood of content coming from the community and from 343. And hopefully the next big thing is that 343 allows their dev team to, I don't want to say crunch, but I just want to say speed it up and not have 6-month seasons. My dog is barking in the background. But yeah, like, we shouldn't be having 6-month long seasons, because it's too hard to stay invested in a game where you're gonna have a battle pass for 6 months. I mean, that's half a year. And obviously they're not aiming to do this for ever, but I think that season 3 should be no longer than 3 months, to be honest with you. I think 4 months is, I guess I would accept 4 months too, but I think Halo Infinite should really be striving for 3-month seasons, because the thing about Halo that is unique to any other game is that you don't have to have a battle pass like crunched and done in time. You can go back and complete the season 1 battle pass right now, even though it's season 2, and it will forever be there. And this was something that they took from MCC, which I think was a really good idea. And oh man, what is going on with my game? What was that? Okay, that was weird. I just lagged super hard. But and by the way, this is another perfect example of like they should also fix their servers. But yeah, like the thing is that they have to have 3-4 month seasons, and they also have to really consider the fact that my game like glitch or something. I'm like trying to figure out. What is happening right now? What? This is so. Okay. I have no. I'm losing my train of thought. Wow, I'm losing my train of thought because honestly, this is like crazy timing that I'm like recording a video and then Halo has a huge issue with their game like as I'm playing. So it's a pretty good accurate representation of what's been going on with Halo. Like this game has a lot of work to be done, and look, Halo to me has to exist. This game is a game that I think everybody experienced in their childhood and loved. At least a lot of people did. And it's a game that I think it's too big to fail. It's a huge franchise, and it's not fun seeing Halo Infinite in such a bad state, and especially for people who love the game of Halo and the world of Halo. So I hope that 343 really considers 3-month seasons and just churning out content as fast as possible. Obviously it should be quality content, but yeah, churning out content as fast as possible, and then obviously the community with Halo Forge is going to be able to assist. I think what I was talking about before, I just remembered my old train of thought, is that the battle pass, the cool thing about this is that you can complete your battle pass no matter what you do. Like it could be season 10 and you could work on your season 1 battle pass, and that is really cool. That was something they took from MCC. That was a brilliant idea, and I think that is a reason why they shouldn't worry about having, well, we have to have 6-month-long seasons, so people, or even 4-month-long seasons, so people can complete their battle pass in time. I just think that if it's going to be there forever, you really shouldn't have to worry. I think you should really just be worrying about the content itself and just getting into a system to where it's like other games like Fortnite or Call of Duty, where they have planned seasons, and if there is a delay to the season, it's not a multi-month delay. It is it is at the most like a week delay, because I don't think I've seen a game really delay for months. I mean, Fortnite had some delays, but those games were mainly just week-long delays. So we will see what happens here with Halo Infinite. I do want to, I do want the game to come back. I have still been playing it. I just recently got back into it, and it's because I think Halo Infinite is a game that I love, even though the content is really bad. And as you can see, the servers are really bad. Because I'm just and it's 1,000,000,000% not my internet, because I was playing Call of Duty earlier and like just before this, and I was doing totally fine. So I'm pretty sure it's Halo Infinite servers. Plus I think we had a player, we had 2 players end up lagging out, but yeah, I mean, look, Halo Infinite, for whatever people think about the gameplay is solid. I don't think anyone was complaining about the gameplay itself. I think we were just complaining more so about the lack of content, and then also some of the weird decisions that 343's made. They've made the decision to, I can't shoot my gun. What is going on with this game? They've made the decision to, number one, make this game on their own engine, which I thought was a horrible, horrible decision. Number 2, they also contracted workers, which I thought was a really stupid idea, because if you have somebody working on your audio design for 5 months, and then somebody else has to pick up after you get released, because that's you're contracted for 5 months, well, what are they supposed to do? They don't really know what you were intending. They don't know what your vision was. And so that really hurts the development of a game. And then, number 3, I feel like they really, really should not have focused so much on the free-to-play microtransaction part, and rather just focus on the actual, game itself, even if it meant not being free-to-play, which I don't mind that it's free-to-play. I mean, I think overall, free-to-play Halo is fine. That's okay. If that's what they wanted to do, then that's fine. But I just feel that free-to-play Halo really hurt Halo. So I'm not sure in the end if it was the right decision or not, but it's what we have. And I think the other thing about this is that they really, really should have licensed a deal to use the Unreal Engine, And I mentioned that before as one of the reasons why I think Halo Infinite struggled with development, because they were using Slipspace Engine 2, which is an upgrade apparently to, and I say apparently because it sure doesn't feel like an upgrade at times, but yeah, they use Slipspace Engine 2, which is an engine that was created for Halo Infinite specifically. It was an upgrade to Halo Infinite, or Halo 5's engine, and I just think it's a buggy engine and it's not good. And the developers themselves admit that the engine is pretty much being held together by like duct tape. They said it's up and running now, and it's but the fact that they had to use the word like it's held up by duct tape is not a very good look for the engine that was touted to be a creation-based engine. And so we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe they could switch engines, but I've seen some clips of Unreal Engine 5 and Halo Infinite, and it looks amazing. You can even use third person in Unreal Engine 5. So we will see what happens in the future with Halo Infinite, but mainly the takeaway for this video is Halo Infinite Forge is going to save this game, I believe. And I don't say that lightly. I understand that a lot of people had a bad taste in their mouth with Halo Infinite and the release, but I do believe Forge is going to really carry this game until 343 is basically ready to churn out content on a regular basis. And hopefully that starts this November, because I'm not sure what they're working on now. I know they have a lot of different teams assigned to a lot of different things. They have Project Tanaka, which is the long-awaited battle royale for this game, which is being made by Certain Affinity. So we'll see when that comes out. I have no idea when it's going to come out. If you ask me, I think it'll be probably next holiday season, not like this November and this December, but 2023 of the holiday season. But I could be wrong. It could be a long ways off. It could be closer than we think. I'm not sure. But they do have a lot of teams working on a lot of things. I believe they're also working on campaign DLC, which I hope they at some point really start to make emphasis, because the campaign, I don't know how many people played it, but it was in terms of story, it was an amazing story. And I'm not gonna say any spoilers, because I don't know if anyone played it, so I don't want to say anything, but just it was a spiritual reboot of the story. And I personally wouldn't have gone with a spiritual reboot. I would have simply continued the story. But in a lot of ways they did continue the story, but they rebooted a lot of what we knew about Halo. And so it was, if you were going to do a reboot, it was amazing, and truly they established some really great characters in the campaign, and it was worthy. It was a 10 out of 10 campaign. And it's 343 they do things right sometimes, right? Like Forge is flawless, and their campaign to me was flawless. It's just there's other aspects of 343 that they just don't get right. And it's weird, because they have the community telling them hey, this is how you should do this, and they still just don't get it sometimes. So we'll see what happens for Halo in the future, but that is going to be the video today, guys. I just want to do a quick little Halo update, because I haven't been able to make content recently because work has been killing me, but I'm going to be continuing the grind and pumping out content for a bunch of different games, and hopefully my Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough will actually come to fruition, because I'm having a lot of trouble recording it on Steam because of some audio issues. So hopefully that gets done at some point. But yeah, if I were giving away some advice, I would say give Halo Infinite a shot again. If you were one of those people who liked it but then uninstalled it because there was just nothing to do on it, it got boring, this September when Forge comes out, I would really dive back in and see if there's something for you, because I think there will be. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will be back with some more content.